गृहाभ्यासः. So this part is clear. I think all of you have got it. Only one thing I noticed somewhere, that for example padona ashtavadanam, somewhere udaharanam, or sapada ashtavadanam. Yeah. Sapada ashtavadanam is there. So this sapada and ashtavadanam, they are not separate words, because they have to be together, and when they are sapada and ashtavadanam, they are together, then there is a sandhi right in between, because sapada ending in a and ashtavadanam starting with a, so both together become the a, sapadashtavadanam, sapadashtavadanam. So that is how they should be written and pronounced. Sapadashtavadanam, padonashtavadanam. Okay. And this one was clear, but there have been some simple mistakes I noticed. Like katichashakaha. Now you have to keep in mind the lingam and vachanam also. Okay. Kati chashakaha santi atra asmin chitre.
चत्वारः
चत्वारः चत्वारः चषकाः सन्ति, because it is pullingam. Strilingam would have been chatasraha if it is a strilinga. It is not strilinga, but strilinga chatur becomes chatasraha. Napunsaka becomes what? Chatvari. Okay. So kati pushpani. Atra kati pushpani santi. How many are here?
द्वे पुष्पाणि सन्ति.
No, dve pushpe will only be there, right? Dve pushpe.
Yeah, dve pushpe. Dve pushpe. So when you write the answer, it should be pushpe, because there are two. Dvivachanam is pushpe. Phalam, phale. Dve pushpe santi. Dve pushpe stah. Then the santi will go away. The kriyapadam is also should be in dvivachanam. So dve pushpe stah. You don't have to write stah, but just if you write it, it should be dvivachanam. But the question is kati pushpani. Thinking that we don't know plural how many are there. If you already know, if you ask pushpe, if you know pushpe, then we know two. If you say pushpam, we know it is one. So we don't know. That's why we are asking kati pushpani. The answer could be ekavachanam, dvivachanam. Kati vrukshaha santi atra.
त्रयः वृक्षाः सन्ति.
त्रयः वृक्षाः. कति वाहनानि नपुंसकम्?
एकं वाहनम् अस्ति.
एकं वाहनम् अस्ति. पर्णानि?
पञ्चपर्णानि सन्ति.
पञ्चपर्णानि. कन्दुकाः कति?
त्रयः.
त्रयः. शिरस्त्राणि कति?
चत्वारि शिरस्त्राणि.
शिरस्त्रम्?
एकं शिरस्त्रम्.
Kunchike. Now kunchike is already dvivachanam here. So just you have to add
द्वे.
चमसाः? पञ्च चमसाः. Panchami Vibhakti Rupam Upayujya Puryato. So this is already there. This was already in the book, right? The same thing was in the book. Copied it from there. Aham dash vidyalayatah nadi parvatat or parvatataha श्रमिकः नद्याः जलम् आनयति। छात्रः डैश् डैश् स्यूतं पुस्तकं ददाति। बिभेति व्याघ्रात् शृगालः बिभेति। वानरः डैश् वृक्षं गच्छति। वृक्षात् वृक्षं गच्छति। नौका
द्वीपात्।
And then I remember some answer was something different. It should be Dvipat Dvipan. What is Dvipa?
Island.
Island. A note here, just a side note. It's called Dvipa. I just remember the Nirvachanam etymology of this. Dvipa. Dvi means two. Pa is like pani, pa is like water. The Dvipa, two sides water is there. Two sides means all the sides. Both the sides it branches out, right? When river is flowing around the island, it branches on the two sides. Dvipa. Nauka Dvipat Dvipam Gacchati. It goes from one island to another island. Sarpaha Bilat Suma Grahat Granthalena. Bhavan Pustakat Patham Patati. Taha Upayajjaha. This is also same Taha only. Grahata Pustaka. So here there is some, you need to be, there have been many incorrect answers here. So Adyatana, Shvastana, Hastana. Adyatana, Shvastana, Hastana. What kind of words are they? Are they Avayam? कीदृशपदानि सन्ति? अव्ययं सन्ति वा अत्र? नास्ति। अव्ययं वा नामपदम्? अव्ययमपि नामपदम्। कीदृशं पदम् एतत्? What is adya? Adya, shvaha, hyaha.
Today.
Is it tomorrow? Yeah, but are they avyayam? Adya, just adya, is it avyayam?
Yes.
No, yes. Adya, shvaha, hyaha. They are avyayam. Adya granthalayam gacchami. Adya vrishtihi patati. Adya vartam shrunomi. So they are all avyayam. They are avyayam adya. But when you add tana, what happens? They become visheshanam. Adyatana means of today's. Of today means today's. Shastana. Tomorrow's. Yastana. Yesterday's. Yesterday's means the one belonging to yesterday. Yesterday's means the one belonging to yesterday. So this whole thing becomes Visheshanam here. Because the one, when we say one belonging, that belonging to yesterday, that belonging to tomorrow, that belonging to today. So when we say belonging, there has to be something that is belonging actually, right? So whatever it is, that belonging is there, that becomes the Visheshyam, and this becomes Visheshanam. Did you get the idea? Why is it Visheshanam? No? What is the relationship between, when we say, what is the Visheshanam? Relationship between Visheshanam and Visheshyam?
It qualifies the noun.
Yeah, Udaharanam. An example.
Right. In this one, like the first one would be yes.
No, not this one. Just a separate one. separate one, another udaharanam for Vishesham Visheshanam.
Unnata Vriksha.
Rukshaha. Rukshaha. What is that? This is Vishesham or Visheshanam?
Vriksha is Visheshyam. Visheshyam.
Kimasti? Visheshyam. What is the Visheshanam? You said?
Unnata.
Unnataha. Unnata, because it is the same lingam vachanam bhakti. Unnataha Vrikshaha. So why are we calling it Visheshanam here? It qualifies. Qualifies is one thing. It qualifies in describing Unnata Vriksha, what is the quality of Vriksha. But if you look at it, Unnataha, why are we putting it in same Vishesham, same lingam vachanam vibhakti? What is the purpose? Yeah, it is a qualifier, or it is a describing noun, adjective. But here in this language, we are putting this Visheshanam in the same vibhakti lingam vachanam as the Vishesham. Yes. Vibhakti vachanam we understand, but why the lingam? It has some significance, right? Why are we saying that it is lingam? Why can't we say unnata? Why this unnata doesn't have its own lingam? Like Vriksha has its own lingam as pullingam, right? So why this unnata we are tagging it to
It can be
Vriksha?
applied for any lingam, right? This was.
It can be applied to any lingam?
Yeah, the adjectives can be applied to any gender. So it means that it has to follow the gender.
Yeah. But why? Why are you saying that any lingam can be applied to adjective? Why?
Lingam is attached to a word, not the object.
Correct. So here, yeah, that is there. Pullingam is attached to Vriksha. Now, similarly, why some certain linga is not attached to Unnata? Unnata changes the lingam as per the Vishesham. Why is that? Because actually Unnata and Vriksha, they are pointing to the same object. Suppose this is the object, this is the Vriksha, right? Vriksha. So this is the object, and this padam, Vriksha padam, is pointing to this. When we think of Vriksha, in our mind, this object comes into picture. Similarly, Unnata, which is an adjective of Vriksha, is actually pointing to this object only. Same object. When we, even if this Vriksha is not there in the Vakyam, say, we can say Saha Padarthaha Unnataha Asti. So what does that mean? This is Unnata. This is actually tall. So this is, we are pointing this, or this pada word is referring to that same object. The Vriksha is also pointing to this object or referring to this object, and Unnata is also referring to this object. This is the very important thing to understand between Visheshanam and Vishesham. Visheshanam, they refer or point to the same object. So even if there is another adjective here, Vrikshaha, Unnataha, and what other Visheshanam can be there? How else can you describe this Vriksha?
Sthula.
Vishalaha. Sthulaha asti. It's also thick. Sthulaha asti. Sthulaha. So Sthulaha, Unnataha, Vrikshaha. All three are pointing to the same object. They are Unnataha, Sthula, not actually pointing to Vriksha. They are adjectives, but actually they are all adjectives or all actually on Ruksha is also telling some quality of this padartha or this object. Unnata means it is telling you about Onnatyam or tallness. Sthulaha, Sthula, it is telling about the Sthulatvam or the thickness. One quality. Rukshaha, Ruksha is also one quality. What is Rukshaha? Ruksha is cutting. You know about Vrishchika. Vrishchika is like a scorpion. It cuts. So Ruksha, when it is cut, it grows again. That's why it's called Ruksha. So all are describing the same object. So, Visheshanam and Visheshyam, though in a sentence they look like this, from the grammatical perspective of like other languages like English, or when we say adjective, then it is something is beautiful, that something is becomes the main noun, and beautiful becomes the adjective of that noun. So here there is slightly different concept here. So unnataha, rukshaha, sthulaha, haritaha, so this, if it is green, etc. So everything, all the words point to the same object. That's why they are in the same vibhakti lingam vachanam. Okay. So when we think about Visheshanam here, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Adyatana, Shastana. So here we say Adyatana, I said, the one belonging to today. So there has to be something belonging already. Something belonging. So what is belonging? Vartam. Varta is belonging to today. So this Adyatana and Varta, they will point to the same thing in that case when it becomes Visheshanam. That means, okay, so based on what we discussed here, then Visheshanam, Adyatana and Varta should be in the same Linga Vachana Vibhakti. So some answers are coming as just Adyatana. Aham Adyatana Vartam Patitavan. Sa Adyatana Vargam Gamishyati. So that means you are using it as Avyam. Avyam, these are not Avyam. If you just say Aham Adya Vartam Patitavan, that is correct, still correct. Adya Vartam means you read the news today. That is just today. It doesn't mean you read today's news or you read the news belonging to today. It doesn't mean that. If you just use Adya, Aham Adya Vartam Patitavan, I read the news today. Okay. But here it is different. Adyatana, we want to use it as Visheshanam to Vartam. What do we do now? It has to take the same Linga Vachana Vibhakti. For that, you have to know what is the Linga Vachana Vibhakti of Varta. What is Varta? Linga Vachana Vibhakti.
Dvitiya.
Lingam.
Strilinga.
Strilinga Dvitiya. Vachanam. Ekavachanam. Now same thing you put in Adyatana. Adyatana, like Sundara. Think that like Sundara. If it is Sundara, what will come here? Strilinga Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam.
Sundaram Vartam. Sundaram.
If it is Balika, then what will be? Sundara becomes. Hello, others. Please help.
Sundari.
What is the full Sundari? Dvivachanam. No, not Dvivachanam. Dvitiya Vibhakti. Sorry. Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Sundarim.
Anita Bagini, 1 second. Let others try. I don't know what is happening to others. Let's okay. Veena. If it is Sundara, how do we complete this sentence? Aham dash vartam patitavan. Yeah, Jay Moda.
Sundarim.
Sundarim. Aham Sundarim vartam patitavan. So, similarly, now you put Adyatana here. Adyatana becomes, I am giving the clue, like Sundarim. Adyatana becomes
Adyatim.
Huh?
Adyatanim.
Adyatanim. Aham adyatanim vartam patitavan. Okay? That is the striling rupa for adyatana, not adyatana. Adyatanim vartam patitavan. Like Sundari. Sometimes like Unnata become the Visheshana forms in Strilinga becomes Akaranta. Sometimes they become Ikaranta. Like Unnata becomes Unnata, not Unnati. Unnata, but Sundara becomes Sundari. And some of them have both the forms. Sometimes A is also fine, E is also fine. But here in this case, Sundara, there is Sundari. And we have Adyatana, we have Adyatani, like Nadi.
I have a question. Patitavan means, is it the future?
It's past, right? Everything past?
Yeah, we'll look at this forms, we'll not look right here. Patitavan is not actually past. That is also Visheshanam for Aham. Aham patitavan asmi. We'll discuss this a little later. Okay? But in this case, it is a Visheshanam. For Kartrupadam, I am the one who is read. What I am read? I have read. I am the one who has read the news belonging to today. Okay? Aham adyatanim vartam patitavan asmi.
So,
sorry, I think my confusion was the tense, because the first one I took it to be past tense, second one future, and third one present. So I think
wrote
that
it
was
as
my
the first one as a future. I wrote Aham Shwastana Vartam Patitavan.
No, I did first one as yesterday, second one as
Shwastana. Okay. Yes. All right. So here, patitavan can be used because it is Visheshanam. You can use it for the present, future, past also, right? Aham vartam patitavan asmi. Aham vartam patitavan asam in the past. Aham vartam patitavan bhavishyami in future. But generally, you can think it as past also. That is fine. Patitavan asit, thinking that asit is there, asam is there. Now, coming to your Shwastana, how can you read the tomorrow's news?
Okay.
Unless you are a fan of Back to the Future. Okay, sa dash dash vargam gamishyati. This is future tense. So this no. Here it is appropriate to put the shwaha. If you put just shwaha, it is tomorrow. And we want of tomorrow, the class belonging to tomorrow. Sa, so what will come here? What is the linga vachana vibhakti of vargam?
Pullingam.
Napusakalingam.
Dvitiya.
Pullingam.
Dvitiya.
ekavachanam. So Shvastana becomes
Shastanam.
Yeah, Shvastanam, like just Balakam Ramam. Sa Shvastanam Vargam Gamishyati. Now Karyam Karoti. Now Karyam Vibhakti Vachanalingam
Napunsakam.
Napumsakam Ekavachanam Ditiya. So now here you can put whatever Shvastanam or whatever. Here you can Shvastana Vargam Gamishyati. Adyatana. You can put Adyatana. Saha Adyatana. What will become? What is the word?
Adyatanam.
Adyatana become. Adyatanam
Adyatanam.
Karyam Karoti. So in that case, the Hastana is appropriate here, right? Correct. Aham Hastanim Vartam Patitavan. Then it is Bhutakala. Then it is Bhutakala. That's fine. भवतः भवत्याः गृहस्य अन्तः कानि वस्तूनि सन्ति इति त्रीणि वाक्यानि लिखन्तु. गृहात् बहिः कानि वस्तूनि सन्ति इति त्रीणि वाक्यानि लिखतु. ओके. So we have here already past tense kriyapadani. Bhutakala. So I hope all of you remember the kriyapadas in the present tense, correct? Like bhavati, gacchati, karoti. What are the kriyapadas? Do you remember?
Pathati.
Drink. Likati. Drink. Pibati. Eat.
Khadati.
Run.
Dhavati.
Give.
Dadati.
Dadati.
Do. Karoti. Take. Swikaroti. And then hold or take, both hold or take, grannati. Okay. So, and buy.
Krinati.
So these simple kriyapadas we know they are in the present tense. In Bhutakala, how do we use them? And Asti is another one we know, which is common. Bhavati, Asti. So here some examples are given. In the left side, Vartamana Kala, Bhutakala, present as past tense. So what is this one? First one. Okay, we'll start with the bottom here, Veena.
Adya.
Are you there? Are you okay?
I'm not well.
You're not well? That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll start with Sridharma. Vartamana Kala.
Adya Viramadinam Asti.
So what will it become Bhutakala?
Shvaha
Hyaha.
Viramadinam Asit.
So Asti changing to Asit. Asti changing to Asit. Now, yeah, let's complete this. Sevakaha.
Sevakaha भवेन सन्ति
भवने
sorry सेवकाः भवने सन्ति
Hmm.
सेवकाः भवने आसन्
So here, if you notice here, we are sevakaha bahuvachanam. So santi bahuvachanam is there because kriyapadam asti. Kriyapadam and kartrupadam, they should be in the same vachanam. Santi. And the santi changing to bhutakala. In bhutakala it changing to asan. Santi asan. And ekavachanam asti changing to asit. So, and then next one asmi. Adya.
अद्य अहं गृहे अस्मि श्वः अहं गृहे आसम्
ह्यः yesterday aham gruhe asam. Asmi changing to asam. This is the so asti is the prathama purusha. Ekavachanam changing to asit. Santi prathama purusha bahuvachanam changing to so ekavachanam changing to asan in bahuvachanam. Asmi is what purusha? Prathama no uttama purusha. Ekavachanam. Bahuvachanam changing to asam. No, ekavachanam, sorry. Ekavachanam bhutakala changing to asam. And similarly, uttama purusha ekavachanam is smaha. Here, changing to bahuvachanam, uttama purusha in bhutakala, asma. Adya vayam kridangane smaha. Yaha vayam kridangane asma. The same thing. This is with examples are with asti. And next example is with bhavati. Bhavati changing to abhavat. Bhavanti changing to abhavan. Yeah. Adya.
I was just reading the last sentence. Adya karyakrame geethani bhavanti.
Adya karyakrame geethani bhavanti. In the bahuvachanam becomes abhavan. Right?
Yeah, karyakrame geethani abhavan.
So far it is okay. Like now we see a pattern here. Santi, asan, asmi, asam, smaha, asma, bhavati, abhavati, bhavanti, abhavan. Now when we come to gacchati, change it. No, read there. Yeah, patatu. Etat.
Bhavan vidyalayam gacchati. Bhavan vidyalayam gatavan.
This is okay. Now next one.
Bhavati pustakam patati. Bhavati pustakam patitavati. बालिकाः भोजनं खादन्ति बालिकाः भोजनं खादितवत्यः
Okay, so let me show you our table. Here the Koshtaka is a Koshtaka means table. So here we are giving the Koshtaka or the table is given here of Bhutakala Rupani Koshtaka Bhutakala Rupam Tavatu Rupam is given here. Tavatu, note that Tavatu Rupam. Now, what is Tavatu? Why are we saying it as Bhutakala? Now, in the homework there, what we saw, Patitavan is there here, Patitavan. And here, what is similar here, if you see here, Gatavan is there, correct? Gatavan. And similar to that, here there is Patitavan. So here, in the previous, in the homework case, I said it is Visheshanam, and here I am saying it is Bhutakala. So what is the deal here? So,
the Patita becomes Patita. Is it because of the?
I'll show you. I'll show you a Koshtaka. So on our study page, there is a link here called Table of Verb Forms. This one. Can everybody see this link? Table of Verb Forms.
Yeah.
If you click that, it will open a table. So here the first column is Dhatu. First column Dhatu. And Dhatu Gana, right now you can ignore. Column D is the English meaning. And Vartamana Kala Datlakara Prathamu Purusha Ekavachana Bhavachan Rupam is given here. And here Bhutakala Rupam is given here. So we are calling here Lang Lakara. In Vartamana Kala, it's Lakara. Bhutakala Lang Lakara. Some of you know what is Lakara if you are attending the L2 class, or if you attended the Kriyapada, we had a special class. So in that we had discussed about Lakara. But anyway, so note that this is the Vartamana Kala and this is the Bhutakala Rupam. Ekavachana Bhavachana Rupam is given. And similarly we have Bhavishyat Kala Rupani api santi atra. Bhavishyat Kala Rupam. Prathama Purusha, Uttam Purusha. One second. Let me fix this. Okay. So these are fine. Now, just to give you an idea here, As Dhatu in the Vartamana Kala, that is present tense, we already know it is Asti. Asti Nekavachanam, Bhavachanam Santi. And Uttama Purusha, it is Asmi, Bhavachanam is Smaha. Aham Gruhe Asmi. Balakah Gruhe Asti. Balika Vidyalaye Asti. So these forms we know already. Now, in the Prathama Purusha Bhutakala, what is given here? Asit, Asan, Asam, Asma. This is what we saw in the examples here. Asit, on the right hand side you see Asit. Yaha Viramadanam Asit, Sevaka Bhavane Asan. Yaha Aham Gruhe Asam. I was in the home yesterday. Yaha Vayam Kridangane Asma. We were in the playground yesterday. So, these are already here. And if you look at Bhu, row number 37 here, Bhu Dhatu, if you see that the Prathama Purusha Vartamana Kala, you see here Ekavachanam Bhavati, right? And Bhavachanam Bhavanti, then Uttama Purusha Bhavami, then Bhavamaha. And similarly Abhavat, Abhavan, Abhavam, Abhavama. So these are the examples which are shown here as the, if say Adya Rashtrotsava Bhavati, Yaha Rashtrotsava Bhavat, Adya Karakrame Gitani Bhavanti, Yaha Karakrame Gitani Abhavan. So these are already shown here. Now from here, the other next forms, it needs some explanation here. If you look at the table here, let's say here we are using Gacchati, right? Gacchati. Or let's take Patati. Bhavati Pustakam Patati is the example given here. And in a Bhutakala, it is given here Bhavati Pustakam Patitavati. Now let's see what the table says. If you look at Patati, Dhatu for Patati is Pat. If you look at row number 28, This one, dhatu is patha, and vartamana kala is showing pathati, bahuvachanam pathanti, pathami, pathama. These we have studied already. It's clear. So I read. Someone is reading. Balaka patati, balikaha patanti. So we're fine. When bhutakala, we have apathat here. Apathat. So if it is balakaha patati, in bhutakala it becomes balakaha apathat. Balaka read. And if it is bahuvachanam, balakaha patanti, and bahuvachanam becomes balakaha apathan. Similarly, vartamana kala aham. If it is aham, becomes pathami. Bahuvachanam becomes pathamaha. And uttama purusha in bhutakala, aham apatham. I read. And bahuvachanam becomes vayam apathama. We read. So, but in the book wise it is given as patitavati here. Bhavati patitavati. So this is a different form. If you look at the same one here, pata. Pata here, if you scroll to the right, you look at these columns. Columns V, W, X, Y, Z, A, A. So here on the top you see it says Bhuta Kridanta Kavatu Pratyayanta Rupam, and it says Nama Padam Visheshanam. Okay. So in this course at the L1 level, we are introducing this a slightly different form to be used in the sense of past tense. They are not actually Kriyapadam. Remember this. This is very important to understand. They are not Kriyapadam. These are not Kriyapadam. Like Patati, like we have studied Gacchati, Likhati, they are Kriyapadam. And their tense is Vartamana Kala. But here, these ones, these forms we have studied, where is Pata, Pata. But if you see, here in the column W, we see Patitavan, and on the top you see it is Pullingam. It has a lingam. Unlike Kriyapadam, we have seen Gacchati, Patati, they don't have lingam. So, Balikaha Patati, Balika Patati. So whether it is Pullingam, Strilingam, Patati is used there. So there is no lingam for Kriyapadam. But here, for this word, there is a lingam. That's why the Pullingam, Strilingam is indicated at the top here. So Patitavan is Ekavachanam, Patitavantaha Bahuvachanam. Patitavati in Strilingam, Ekavachanam, and Patitavatyaha, Strilingam, Bahuvachanam. And these have the lingam. That means they are not Kriyapadam. They are Namapadam. And when they are Namapadam, they will have Vibhakti also. Vachanam is common. Kriyapadam, they also have Vachanam, but they don't have Vibhakti. They have Purusha, and they do not have Lingam. But here, in this case, these kinds of words, which look like Patitavan, Patitavati, Patitavanta, these words have Vibhakti and Lingam. And these they can be used. They can be used to indicate past tense. But essentially, they are Namapadam, and they are actually Visheshanam of these kind of words. They are Visheshanam of the Kartrupadam, the subject in the sentence. Okay. But in Vyakaranam, in the Sanskrita Vyakaranam, these are called ktavatu pratyayanta padani. These are called ktavatu because there is a pratyaya coming on the pratipadikam as ktavat, not pratipadikam, the dhatu. Ktavatu pratyaya comes on the dhatu and they become it becomes a new, it creates a new pratipadikam, and on that pratipadikam these vibhaktis, using that pratipadikam vibhakti table is formed. So what exactly this patitavan means? Patitavan, in this example if you see, we have patitavati. So what does this mean, patitavati? So if you look at patita in this table, here it says patitavati. So what is patitavati? Strilingam prathama vibhakti ekavachanam is patitavati. Bahuvachanam is patitavatyah. So what is patitavati? In the sentence which is shown here, we have bhavati pustakam patitavati. What is bhavati? That we know already, correct? Bhavati means you in the Strilingam you. Bhavan is Pullingam you, Bhavati is Strilingam you. Bhavati pustakam patitavati. Now, when we say this, as I said, these words which are given here in the table, patitavati, patitam, these are visheshanam to kartrupadam. So in this sentence, who is the karta? What is the kartrupadam here? Bhavati, right? Bhavati is the person, subject here. Bhavati pustakam patitavati. Patitavati, I said it is a visheshanam. Visheshanam of bhavati. So it is like saying Sundari bhavati. Bhavati Sundari asti. Bhavati unnata asti. Something like that. So bhavati patitavati asti. So asti is a hidden. In any sentence, if the verb, actual verb or the kriyapadam is not there, we can assume it as asti or asit if it is to be bhutakala, or bhavishyati if it is to be future tense, bhavishyat kala. So asti can be assumed. So bhavati pustakam patitavati asti can be assumed here, asti. So if we assume asti, what is the kriyapadam in that case? Bhavati pustakam patitavati asti. What is the kriyapadam in the sentence?
Asti.
Asti. For example, if you see the top left here, adya viramadanam asti. In that, what is the kriyapadam?
Asti.
Asti. So asti is the kriyapadam. So, always note that in this table, on the top, where we see lakara, only those are actually kriyapadam. Latlakara, langlakara, lattakara, these are actually kriyapadam. Whereas, if we come to VWXYZ here, these are not actually kriyapadam, these are visheshanam, these are adjectives. So when the sentence is bhavati pustakam patitavati asti, in that case, asti is the kriyapadam. And what is the kala or tense of asti?
Present.
Vartamana kala, present tense, asti. And what is the subject there? Bhavati. Bhavati is the subject. So who is doing the act of asti? Asti means existence. Who is existing? Bhavati asti in that sentence. Bhavati, correct? Bhavati. Now, bhavati, I said patitavati is the visheshanam. What is the visheshanam doing? Visheshanam is describing, right? Describing the Kartrupadam, the subject in this case, or any other nama. It can describe any other namapadam. In this case, it is describing the Kartrupadam. So bhavati asti, kidrushi bhavati asti means what? How is that bhavati? That bhavati means you. What kind of you are there? So that is being described by patitavati. This patitavati actually means here, you are the one who is read. Patitavati means suppose that person, bhavati, is a person and she has read the book. Okay? Let's say she has read the book, here pustakam, she has read the book. That means she has acquired the quality of being read, right? Yes? Do you get the idea? Because when I read the book, I get that all that knowledge, I acquire it. That means I am the one who has read the book. Yes, I have got the quality of being read the book. Correct?
It is a bit confusing actually. The direct translation of the sentence is "you have read the book," isn't it?
Yes. Because if you simply translate it, translate means, yeah, if you put it in English, it is not actual translation, correct? Maybe Usha Bhagini can help. A lot of people are sick, I think.
If you put asti, then it becomes in present tense, right? But you have actually indicated, this in the past tense, bhutakala.
Yeah, I mean that is actually misnomer. We can use patitavati because this was like a. So that's why I'm explaining the difference here. Now, when we say patitavati, I can be in that state in any kala, in any tense, right? I can be read in the read. I can be. So basically, as Anita said, we can translate it as she has read the book. Bhavati pustakam patitavati asti. She has read the book. If you put it asti. Now if you have put it as asit, Bhavati pustakam patitavati asit, you can translate it as she had read the book. Bhavati pustakam patitavati asit. Not she. You had read the book, right? Okay. Bhavati pustakam patitavati asti. You have read the book. Means currently your status or your state is that of having read the book. Correct? Now, if you put asit there, Bhavati pustakam patitavati asit, you had read the book. Means in the past, your state was of having read the book. That means in the past you had read the book, and in the past only your state was of having read the book. Now you can put the bhavishyat kala verb also there, like bhavati pustakam patitavati bhavishyati. Means in the future your state becomes of having read the book. Means sometimes in the future you will read the book. Means that is what it means, correct?
Okay.
Sorry, I have a question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to ask, but is it correct to say bhavati pustakam apatat?
Yes. If you so if you go back to this, one second, Bhagini. So if you go back to this table where I am showing your JKLM bhutakala langlakara, if you look at row number 28, it says apatat. So if you want to use this apatat, that is also fine. When you say bhavati pustakam apatat, that means you read the book. There is no other in the past, in the future, in the present. There is no confusion here. So when you say bhavati pustakam apatat, it absolutely means you read the book in the past. There is no other tense here. If you use this form, because this is the actual kriyapadam. But if you do not use that apatat, this kind of forms, which is the bhutakala kriyapadam, but if you use this one, patitavati, patitavan, bhavan, pustakam patitavan. Bhavan is pullingam, so we want to go and bring the pullinga form for that. Bhavan pustakam patitavan. So in this case, what it means is, you have read the book. Assuming that we are putting the asti there. Bhavan pustakam patitavan asti. Assuming that asti, it means you have read the book. That means your state, literally saying that patitavan is the visheshanam, it's the adjective, means your state is of being read the book currently. So, but asti is assumed, that's why we are thinking that you have read the book. But if you explicitly put asit there, bhavan pustakam patitavan asit, then it goes in the past, right? And you can also explicitly put bhavishyati there. Bhavan pustakam patitavan bhavishyati. In that case, you will become read, or you will acquire the status of being read in the future. That means you are actually reading in the future. Okay? So you can put like say shvaha or parashvaha. Parashvaha bhavan pustakam patitavan bhavishyati. So that means day after tomorrow you will become the one who has read. That means basically you are reading the book in the day after tomorrow. Right. So, but if you just say patitavan without using any other verb there, asti or asit or bhavishyati, asti is assumed, and then what it becomes is bhavan pustakam patitavan in the bracket asti, means you have read the book. What it means, you have read the book means you already read the book, correct? You have read the book means what? You already read the book. So you can think that it is the past because you already read the book. You have read the book. As of today, you have read the book. Yeah, Mangala Bhagini, what question?
Mahodaya, I was thinking, is it like employed and employee? Will that make any sense? Employee is like patitavati, and employed, he or she has been employed in the past. No, that is different. Will it make? It's not patitavati. No, employed is different. They are two different objects. Employee.
Yeah, employee.
Yeah, that is like already read the book. Already been employed.
Huh?
Been employed in the past, now employee.
Yeah, I mean, you can think, I don't know about employee, but employed, you can say employed, yes, employed, yes, today is employed, in the past he was employed, in the future he will be employed, something like that. Employed is the adjective. Right? He is employed, he will be employed, he was employed.
So he is an employee now. Like he is a read person who has already read.
Okay.
Now I understood. Is that okay? Correct?
Yeah. Employee, I'm not understanding, but employed, yes. Employed could be, assuming that is not a passive voice. Employed. His status is employed as of today. In this case, Patita, if you take Patitavan, his status is of read,
that he
being
has
read
already.
as of today. Yeah. But it could be in the future also, right? When we say he is employed, he might be employed in future. So in that case, we'll use he will be employed.
Yes, he will be.
So employed there is a Visheshanam. So similarly here, Patitavan, Patitavati, they are Visheshanam here. So, okay. So, Sridhar Mother.
No, I mean, I was just saying about the same thing. So, Patitavati in this case, you are saying, okay, the status of having been read or having gone. So, whether it is yesterday or today, it is going to be, as of yesterday, if my status is read, today also my status is going to be, I have read it.
Yes. Yeah. So then you can just say Patita. Yeah, yesterday also it was read. So if you, actually, suppose if you have read the book yesterday, so today also I am at the same status, right? Today also my status is of read only.
Yeah.
So I can still use this one. Aham pustakam patitavan. That means even today also my status is read on. But if I am going to read it in future, still we can use this with the bhavishyati. Aham pustakam patitavan bhavishyami. It is possible to use that.
Right. Okay.
But if you just say aham pustakam patitavan, that means as of now your status is read. Means the read means not read. Your status is read, which means you might have read the book yesterday, day before, 3 days back, 1 year back, but as of now your status is read. Okay.
So the same thing is only even though it is saying as Bhutakala, which is what you explained in the example also previously in the this one about reading the Varta Patitavan. It is the same. So Varta Patitavan also, yesterday's news I have read as of, today or yesterday, Aham Patitavan, because of that.
Yes. Yeah.
The same thing. Okay. That is why it might be, it is not necessarily Bhutakala, but it is the present tense. It can be in the Vartamana Kala also.
Correct, yeah. When I say Aham Patitavan, my status is currently read. Means I have read something as of now. Not necessarily, it doesn't mean I am reading it now. Reading it now becomes Patati.
Right.
I'm not reading it now. Yeah. So when I say Patitavan, the reading, assuming that it is Asti, assuming that there is no Bhavishyati, I'm not explicitly saying Bhavishyati, I'm just saying Aham Pustakam Patitavan. That means the reading work is already finished. Whether I have finished today, whether I have finished 1 hour back, 5 minutes back, 2 years back, that we can add another word here, but the reading work has already finished now, unless we add Bhavishyati.
Yeah.
Because we can assume Asti or Asit here.
Right. Whether it is Asti or Asit, it doesn't really matter because as of now it is the same.
Yeah. Yes. Now, if we do not add any Kriyapadam, Asti is assumed. That means when I say Aham Pustakam Patitavan, that means the reading work has finished. I have finished the reading work. Either 5 minutes back, 1 minute back, 1 year back. But if I explicitly add Asam, let's say, Aham Pustakam Patitavan Asam, that means I had read the book. You can translate it like that. In English, when I say, I had read the book, what does that mean? What does it imply? That means I had read the book in the past, but today I might not remember it, correct? I had read the book. When I say I have read the book, yes, I remember it. I read the book. I had done some work. Means it's all done and it may not be of any relevance now. So that might be implied there. So if you want to just put have there or has, he has read the book, I have read the book, then asti can be assumed. Aham pustakam patitavan, aham vidyalayam gatavan. Okay. Now you can use apatat like that we saw here in the other columns. That those columns, the forms in that columns we are studying in the L2 class. Now, why we are not introducing that in the L1 class? There are pros and cons. So, yeah, if you want to be sure that it is a past tense, absolute past tense, go ahead and then use this Bhutakala, and these are all available in all the books and the Dhatu Kosha, etc. You can refer to them. It's good. Yeah, it's also on the blog, various websites. Now, many people find these forms, like we have studied Gacchati, Gacchata, Gacchanti, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam, Madhyama Purusha, Uttama Purusha. Now, using this Bhutakala forms like Apathat and Madhyama Purusha, etc., that some people find it overwhelming or difficult to remember. That's why these are brought into picture. Patitavan, Patitavantaha, Patitavate, Patitavate. So many times, for some people, these are easier to remember and use. So, as a Bhutakala form, they are not actual Bhutakala, but in that sense, they can be used, assuming the Kriyapadam as Asti here. Because why they are easier for some people, for me both are same. Because these have the lingam and not Purusha. So, what does it mean? So, for, where is it, 28 here? Patitavan, when I say Patitavan, I can use it for Prathama Purusha and Uttama Purusha also, correct? Like I can say Aham. Aham, if it is actual Kriyapadam, you know that I cannot use Gacchati or Gacchasi. I have to use Gacchami. Correct? Aham Pathami. I have to use Aham Pathami. Then Saha Pathati. If it is Tvam Pathasi, but instead of Tvam, we can use Bhavan and we can circumvent or we can bypass that Madhyama Purusha and we can use Bhavan Pathati. This is at the very beginner step. If you want to avoid this additional overhead of remembering the Madhyama Purusha, that can be done. Okay. So, Saha Pathati, Bhavan Pathati, Aham Pathami. Right? So, that will avoid the Madhyama Purusha by using Bhavan Bhavati. We can just remember Uttama Purusha and Prathama Purusha. Now, in Bhutakala also, if you want to use, you can use Saha Apathat, Bhavan Apathat, Aham Apatham. That can be done. Then there is no lingam there. That could be one way of doing it. The other way is this one, Patitavan Patitavati. In this case, there is no Purusha here. So there is only lingam. So for any Purusha, whether it is Aham, Tvam or Bhavan, Saha, Balakaha, Ramaha, anybody, we can use Patitavan if it is Pullingam, Ekavachanam, and Bahuvachanam is Patitavanta. So, Balakaha, Pustakam Patitavan. Tvam pustakam patitavan. If it is tvam is pullingam. Bhavan pustakam patitavan. Aham pustakam patitavan. Asmi is assumed. So this is the difference here, and for some people this is easier. But here we have to remember the lingam and vachanam, because this is a namapadam. This is not kriyapadam, where there is no lingam. Patitavan, patitavantah. So vayam patitavantah, assuming that vayam is pullingam, and vayam patitavantah, bhavantah. Bhavantah means all of you. Bhavantah patitavantah. And then even if you use yum, yushmat shabda, yum, then also it becomes patitavantah, it is bahuvachanam. And then balakaha patitavantah. Only lingam is applicable here. And then if it is trilingam, bhavati comes or sa comes, balika comes, balika, ekavachanam patitavati, which is like nadi shabda, patitavati, balika patitavati, and then sa patitavati, esha patitavati, and it is tvam, bhavati patitavati, and tvam also, if it is trilingam, you can use tvam patitavati, and then aham, if it is aham is trilingam, some girl is saying that aham patitavati here also. And if it is many girls are there, balikaha patitavatya, because this is like a nadi shabda. Nadi shabdasya rupani katam bhavanti, vibhakti rupani. Prathama vibhakti nadi nadyau nadyah. Ekavachanam nadi, bahuvachanam nadyah, dvivachanam nadyau. Here patitavati, patitavatyau, patitavatyah. So similar vibhakti rupani. So similarly, if there are patitavati ekavachanam, balika patitavati, bahuvachanam balikaha patitavatyah, similarly bhavatyah patitavatyah. So this way it can be used. If it is dvivachanam, again we have to use the dvivachanam form of patitavati. If there are two balikas and balike, there are two, balika, balike. Balike like pushpe or rama rame, late. But balike patitavatyau, like because it is like nadi nadyau nadyah. Patitavati, patitavatyau, patitavatyah. Dvivachanam. And pullinga, what will be dvivachanam here? Patitavan is there. Patitavantaha bahuvachanam. What is dvivachanam? You can assume it like bhavan shabda. Bhavan, bhavantau, bhavantaha. Right? That is the dvivachanam. So if there are two people, pullinga, so you can say balakau, patitavantau, patitavantau. Patitavan, patitavantau, patitavantah. Balakah patitavan, balakau patitavantau, balakaha patitavantah. So these three forms we can remember and they can be used. So that is the concept behind using these namapada visheshana forms in lieu of using the actual kriyapadam. So this is an individual preference, but for some they feel that this is easier rather than getting into purusha. Purusha is harder for there, and that is a challenge for them. But here there is no purusha involved, just lingam. And if remember these three forms, even if you want to use dvivachanam, you just use one tau, like patitavan, patitavantau, gatavan, gatavantau, gatavantah, gatavati, gatavatyau, gatavatyah, like the three forms. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it is quite difficult there. Just a quick question there. I mean, it's quite difficult how to assimilate it. Because it has vibhakti, but so when we are saying, let's say we are saying patitavati or patitavan, is it dvitiya?
No, this is a prathama vibhakti because kartrupadam, right?
Pratham. Okay, pratham.
Kartrupadam is prathama. So these will be prathama vibhakti, like nadi, nadyau, nadyah. Now patitavan, patitavantau, patitavantaha, that is also prathama vibhakti. So in the here I think let me see, I think I have added, that is a alanta shabda. So you see patitavat, I have added it. So on this I have added a patitavat, you see. So you can refer to this table if you want to. You see the table here. Patitavan, patitavanto, patitavanto. That is prathama. Okay. So when I say here, bhavati pustakam patitavati, patitavati is in the prathama vibhakti, strilinga prathama vibhakti ekavachanam, because bhavati is the vishesha padam, which is strilinga prathama ekavachanam. That is why patitavati is in the same one. So asti, assuming here asti is the kriya padam. Now you know that, like if I say unnataha vrukshaha asti, correct? Now can I say vrukshaha unnataha asti? Does it make any difference?
No, you can say.
Same. So can I still make it like asti vrukshaha unnataha? I can shuffle it anyway, right? Asti vrukshaha unnataha, asti vrukshaha unnataha, asti unnataha vrukshaha, vrukshaha unnataha asti, unnataha asti vrukshaha. I can put asti in the middle also. It doesn't make difference, because vrukshaha and unnataha, they are linked because they are in the same prathama vibhakti ekvachana pullinga. Okay? We can just shuffle. Similarly here also we can do that. So bhavati pustakam patitavati asti. So we can, here it looks like that patitavati is at the end, it looks like it is kriyapadam. It is not a kriyapadam. Now you understand. I think I have explained enough. Patitavati is a visheshanam. Just like unnataha, sundari. It is like saying bhavati sundari asti. Suppose this pustakam, forget it. Bhavati sundari asti. Bhavati sundari asti, we can shuffle it anyway. Sundari bhavati asti sundari. Similarly, patitavati also we can move around. Asti. Bhavati patitavati asti. Patitavati bhavati asti. Bhavati asti patitavati. Patitavati bhavati asti. Okay. That is just a visheshanam. Like sundari. Sundari, what does sundari indicate? Sundari indicates a quality of bhavati, correct? So similarly, that patitavati also indicates the quality of bhavati. And as I explained before, visheshanam and vishesham, they both refer to the same physical object, or it could be abstract, but let's say some object, same object. Right? So bhavati, suppose is a girl here. Right? So this bhavati word refers to the same person, and patitavati also refers to the same person. So it is just like saying sundari bhavati. Sundari refers to the same person and bhavati refers to the same person. It's just a visheshanam. Bhavati and patitavati. Patitavati asti. We can just bhavati we can drop, like we say sundari asti. We can say bhavati asti. Patitavati asti. Or gatavan asti. Suppose this is the male person. So, gatavan. Bhavan vidyalayam gatavan. So you can say gatavan vidyalayam bhavan. Gatavan bhavan vidyalayam. Bhavan gatavan vidyalayam. You can shuffle it like anyway, just like a visheshanam. And then both visheshanam and vishesham padam, they all point to the same thing. Gatavan is the quality of that person. But again, remember that for people who want to use it in place of the actual Bhutakala Padam, which is like Apatat, Agachat, those are also there. Those have the 3 by 3 tables. In place of that, if you want to use this, you can use it, but these do not indicate absolute past tense like aham apatham. When I say aham apatham, that means the reading work is finished. There is no doubt, done. But when I say aham pathitavan, that means asmi has to be assumed. That means my current status is of that being read. And we are using it in the sense of a Bhutakala here. It is like which we in English we call it like a present participle. Present participle, past participle, like that. So they are similar to here. This is similar to that. Bhavan aham vidyalayam gatavan means I have loosely you can translate it to I have gone to the school. Though it literally means I am the one who has gone to the school, or my status or state is of that who has gone to the school. Now the question comes, Jayamoda was curious here. The question comes here now as a Prathama Vibhakti, because it is a Visheshanam and a Namapadam. It has this 8 by 3 table like any other Namapadam. Now there in the Aham Patitavan, Aham Gatavan, that is a Prathama Vibhakti. Now what about the other Vibhaktis? Can the other Vibhaktis be used? Like and in the sentence, if you use the other Vibhaktis, how does it look like and what does it mean? And yes, they can be used. Other Vibhaktis for Gatavan, Patitavan, etc. can be used, and they are there because there is a table here. And we'll see a few examples in the next class and what does it mean actually. So, but right now, if you simply put it, Bhavati Pustakam Patitavati, which is the Prathama Vibhakti, that means she has read the book with the simple translation. Okay, so we'll stop here today. We will continue next week, and next week is a question mark. I may or may not be able to, but I will send an email before. All right, thank you. Because next week is a holiday weekend here in the US.
Dhanyavada Mahoday.
Dhanyavada. Namaskara.
Namaskaram.
धन्यवाद महोदय.
धन्यवाद.